Chancellor of Germany has appointed a relatively unknown politician as defence minister today, at a time when German military strategy towards Ukraine is under intense scrutiny. Boris Pistorius takes on the job just 3 days before a crucial meeting of Ukraine's allies in Germany, where Kyiv is expected to pressure Berlin to supply its army with battle tanks. Well, joining us now live from Berlin is our correspondent, Nick Spicer. Nick, what can you tell us then about Mr. Pistorius?
Well, his nomination raised a lot of eyebrows, I think, nationally, especially here in Berlin. He's a 62-year-old regional politician, the Interior Ministry of Lower Saxony. His only known military experience is having had to do his military service while as a young man. Analysts of defense policy say he has no foreign policy experience, no defense policy experience, although he's used to managing police forces as interior minister. He has no experience of how federal politics work in Berlin and no relationship with the Social Democratic Party parliamentary group, which is important. He's from the SPD, as is Chancellor Olaf Scholz, and he is inheriting what is called the ejector seat in the German cabinet. The defense minister often burns out or is unable to accomplish the job because of a demoralized army, because of underfunding. That's not the case now. There's an extra 100 billion to reform the army, but it's a huge challenge for somebody who does not seem to have a lot of experience and has big critical appointments this week, as you're suggesting. On Thursday, he's meeting with Lloyd Austin, the American Defense Secretary, and then on Friday, he'll be gathering at Ramstein with some 50-odd other defense ministers and leaders from nations trying to support Ukraine.
As you say there, Nick, this is an absolutely critical moment for the brand new defence minister, not least because of changes that may well be afoot in Germany because of the war in Ukraine.
Quite right. And it's not just difficult because there's a war going on and there's a lot of, answers that need to be questioned, a lot of mobilization that needs to be done. Germany is being put under huge pressure from its allies to authorize the re-export of Leopard tanks, which are seen as being able to perhaps at least repel a Russian offensive that might be coming up in the spring with a massive mobilization occurring in Russia, or even enable a Ukrainian offensive into the territories occupied by Russia. However, Germany has not been providing that re-export authorization to Poland, which said it's ready right now to send 14 tanks. There are some 2,000 Leopard tanks. It's the workhorse of German armies, more than enough than Ukraine is asking for. So big pressure, I think, on Olaf Scholz, who will make the final decision, and on Oscar Pistorius to make that decision palatable to the public, should it be made, on Germany to basically rally behind the other nations, including the United Kingdom, which is sending Challenger 2 tanks to Ukraine to enable it to at least fight back.